What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and we're getting viewer requested video. You guys have asked me to put on the monocle and look at IAA today and see if I can find a cheaper than retail Hellcat. So we're going to look at auction ones, only a few, maybe 2 or 3, okay? Buy it nows, and where you could get a running and driving clear title Hellcat for less than 40 grand. Let's do it. Guys, before we get into today's video, I got to talk about the sponsors here, and that is Morgan & Morgan Attorneys at Law. If you're looking for a personal injury law firm, you will find none larger than Morgan & Morgan, handling over 20 million phone calls in 2023 alone. They make it exceptionally easy for you to get started. Just go to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, that is forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. And I appreciate them for allowing me to do what I do. Oh, there it is. We're in the building. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to another video. And in today's video, I wanted to get into, as I said at the beginning here, a little bit about, I've had people saying, hey, there's no way to get cheap Hellcats anymore. All the salvage auctions and stuff are sky high still. It's impossible. Well, that is simply not true. We're going to look at some of these here that are decent rebuild candidates, if there's any ones that are good. And we'll look and see where they're at. I've been watching salvage prices fall, just like we've watched every other car price fall. And you can see this one here is a 2021 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat with only 17,000 miles. It does have a rebuildable Florida title, which means you could register it again. Cash value of the vehicle is $57,674. It is offered through Progressive. I love to see that. And we're going to go ahead and look at this one real quick. Look at some of the images and see just how bad it is. Doesn't look too bad on that side. Now, again, it all comes down to how those frame rails look. But even to the rear, plastics, maybe that fender, that rear quarter has got a little ding to it. You know, replace the hood, the front fascia, probably some of the cooling components there in the front. But it looks like it runs. Let's look and see if they have a video of it running. This is a very plausible rebuild candidate here. And they don't. Okay, engine start video. Okay, so they don't. That's fine. I like to see these guys because, look, a lot of people will tell you, oh, you know, these are just not available. You can't get them. And you can see here, here's the current bid. The current bid on it is $15,025. $15,025. That's not a ton of money for that. And most likely, that car is going to sell for about between 24 to 28,000. All right. Now, I know you're going to say that's still a lot. For a Hellcat, not necessarily. For a 2021 Hellcat, I mean, once you have this car at this point, you know, you're going to have to do some body work and stuff to it. I would literally throw the wide body kit on it. Give it a fresh, you know, you're going to have to put a wide body kit on it. Give it a fresh paint job. Make sure it's mechanically sound. But you could possibly be all in on a 2021 Hellcat for maybe 37 to maybe 39,000. Yes, it does have a salvage title, but if you don't care, I mean, you got guys out here paying $100 grand over sticker for a Demon 170 that'll never see that money back. So, you know, if you really want a Hellcat and you really don't want to pay a ton of money for one, and you want to be able to customize and build it the way you want to build it, there's a prime option for you right there. One of the other things I get asked a lot, people ask me if you could just buy it now, right? Like buy it right now and not have to go through the auction process. Those are available. You can do that. This one is off-site. It does not show the buy it now. I'm trying to find the ones that do have the buy it now one. Like here's one that's available to the public too. No special licensing required, but I'm sure looking at how that engine compartment looked, that thing's got some damage. Oof. It's got power though. Let me see if I can filter it by now. That's what we wanted to see. We got two results in here. Let's see. Now this one's a 2018 Charger SRT Hellcat. It's a 50 out of 50. All right, I like this one. Current bid is 20 grand. Buy it now price is 38,000. Look at that. 38 grand on this one. That's it. Now I know some people say, "Oh, you know, that's never realistic pricing." It's right there. That fender's popped out a little bit. I'm wondering if there's any damage up under the front of that car, which I'm guessing there is. We're going to look and see if there's a video of it running. And there is. It's got a clear title. It doesn't even have a salvage title. It doesn't even have a salvage title. 47,000 miles. Clean title. Clean, clear title. Let's look and see if it runs. Runs. I mean, look, what are you going to do, man? You really want to get into a Hellcat for cheap? This is how you do it. I'm telling you right now. This right here, for the money, right now, this is unbeatable. For the money, right now, this is crazy. And what's crazy about this car is, I mean, you're at 38,000, and then you could estimate your fees. You know, look at your cost calculator. Let's look at what it would totally cost. If the final bid was 38 grand, let's look at the estimate. So after your buyer's fee and all of that stuff, service fee, sales tax, you're looking at $43,903 for a Hellcat. I mean, clean title Hellcat, which you might have to do some work to, but this looks like a car, if you are inclined and could do any kind of repairs, if you're doing any kind of body work on a car, if you are doing that on this one, cleaned it up, this is a flip car all day. Oof. All right, guys, like I told you, you know, people say, "Oh, it's not a real price. You can't get that car for that money." I posted it like this for a reason, not auction prices, but we went straight by it now after looking at the auction price on that first one from Florida. And that's look, 38 grand. Yeah, you can say whatever you want about the fees and all the taxes and everything else. But when you're looking at the fees and all that, and the fact that you can still get a clear, again, this isn't a salvage title, a clear titled Hellcat Charger for less than 45 grand? It didn't look bad to me. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything under it that wasn't damaged. Obviously runs, we saw that in the video. So what if you had to replace the front clip and the back bumper? And then paint it whatever you want, wide body kit it, do whatever. You have a fairly recent, decently low mile Hellcat for less than, what, 45 grand? You can't buy a Scat Pack for 45,000 right now. even with all the dealer incentives and everything else, because they still are overcharging for those cars. So I did this video because it was viewer requested, and they were like, TK, we bet you can't find any, and it wasn't even clear title. They were like, I bet you can't find any good running and driving Hellcats for less than 50 grand. Sure I can. Every day and twice on Sundays, guys. Of course we can. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, you know I like to take it old school every once in a while and look at the auctions to see what's going on. Give the video a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You know we post these videos, guys, everywhere, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Rumble. We're all over the place. Make sure to go follow us in all of those locations. And until next time, thank you guys very much for watching. And stay petty, my friends.